going on, YouTube? Flight Sim Corner here, back for another stream. It's been a little bit. It's been a few minutes since I've got online. I just got done moving out of state, and everything's pretty much set up. Not the airplane, of course, but computer, internet, and whatnot. So here, going to do a little bit of a flight with the CRJ. Excuse me, not the CRJ, the Citation CJ4 in a gunmetal bullet type livery. I think it looks super sweet. I don't know why the interior goes to purple when you zoom out, but when you zoom in it seems to clear itself up. So we are over here at Kilo Bravo Victor Uniform, which is Boulder City Municipal Airport over here in just south of Las Vegas here in Nevada, this beautiful state of Nevada. And as you can see, we are on live weather, and it is beautiful weather out there, not a cloud in the sky. And we're going to do a little bit of a Grand Canyon tour with this guy. Probably going to take it up to 19,000 feet. And we're going to cruise along the Grand Canyon all the way through until we get to Kilo Golf Charlie November, which is Grand Canyon's international, I believe it's international, or it could be Grand Canyon Municipal Airport. Got scenery for that airport over there as well. So should be a nice one. Should be about 50 minutes. If we were flying direct there, it'd be only about 30 minutes. But since we're doing a tour and we're going to basically follow the Grand Canyon itself, it's going to take about 50 minutes, 55 minutes. So yeah, without further ado here, let's go ahead and fire this guy up. I love the interior of this mod as well. It's black finish interior with black seats, full black interior. Looks super sweet. Redid some of my camera views as well, so it looks a little cleaner in my opinion. All right. So we're going to go through our flows here. Now, there was a very detailed flight plan that would have taken us exactly the coordinates throughout the whole Grand Canyon until we got to the Grand Canyon Airport. The only problem was I was trying to load it up, and the flight management computer, the FMC, was not recognizing it. So I loaded it manually into Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 itself under the load menu in the main menu, and it recognized the flight plan, but the system here, the FMS, when I loaded the aircraft, didn't recognize it. So we're going to do a simple flight plan, even though generally I already know where we're going. It's a beautiful day out there, as you can see, so it's going to be more of a VFR, visual flight rules, opposed to IFR flight plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our battery 2 on, and we're going to turn on our dispatch to our avionics, excuse me, to dispatch. We're going to go and turn on emergency lights as well as standby lights. All we need is main power into the aircraft. We're going to go and turn on our climate control as well and pick that up a little bit there. Coming down here to the flight management computer to make this real easy. What are we going to do here? We're going to go to legs, flight plan. We are here at Kilo, what is it? See some briefs here. So Kilo Bravo Victor Uniform. So we can take this guy, move this guy right there. That looks good. Kilo Bravo Victor Uniform, which is Boulder City Municipal. Bravo Victor Uniform. Put that guy in there, and we're going to the Grand Canyon Airport KGCN. Just make sure this is all working. Alright, cool. So let's go to KGCN. So you can see it calculates a distance of 132 nautical miles, and then we're going to do our pause in it, our position initialization, so the aircraft, so we know where we are, so the aircraft knows where it is in the world. you can see, our coordinates are there. We're going to copy that in the scratch pad, paste that, and we are complete. Flight plan. Since we're flying, we're going to be taking off runway 27. So if we go to departures here, we're going to take off runway 27, execute that, and we're going direct, as you can see right here, direct to Gusru, if that's how you say that. So let's go to our flight plan here, and let's go to direct to GRU. GU, excuse me. GUC Romeo Uniform. GUCRU, is that right? GUCRU, yep. So we're going to plug that into that guy. Execute that. Now from Guru, we are going to go direct to Savre. SAVRE. Execute that, and then from Savre we're going to go direct to runway 03, which we're going to hop on our ILS. So go back to our arrivals page, ILS 03, and we're going to execute that. Very simple flight plan. Go to our legs page. From Savre we'll have a discount, which is from this waypoint because it's just direct to the ILS. So we can link up Charms, which is the first waypoint of the establishing ourselves on the localizer. And we're just going to plug that in there. Obviously the FMS does this because, you know, in a real world flight you're going to be vectored. FMC, excuse me, ATC is going to vector you off possibly in a certain direction until you're established on the localizer. But for us, since we're not flying on ATC, we're going to just fly direct. Now the FMS is showing, the flight plan we set up is direct to Gusru, and I believe that's Gusru. Yes, it is, as you see right there. The thing is the Grand Canyon is, you know, kind of running like this here. So we're actually just going to use our heading bug and just fly at about 18 to 19,000 feet. Get up to the flight level, so more likely 19,000 feet. And then we're going to actually follow the path of the Grand Canyon until we come in, and then we'll establish ourselves on the localizer ILS 03 into the Grand Canyon Airport. Right? Cool. Alright, so what we do now is we can remove that, and let's go ahead and maybe turn up a little bit here. So now what we could do is we're going to go to our performance page, perform in it. So we're going to plan for 19,000 right now. Actually, excuse me, it's 190. So that's 19,000 feet. Actually, no, excuse me, I think you got to do the full. Yeah, there you go. Flight level 190. Yep. Because it had that in at 1,900 feet. We're going to take this, and we're not going to get too into nitty-gritty with this. We're just going to make sure we have plenty of fuel, which will load up fuel. We'll drop our payload a little bit so we're in CG weight, even though we can bring this up to about 36. So actually, let's take this back a notch. Alright, so we're 70% full on our payload, and that should be plenty of gas to get out there. We're going to calculate the FMC to 169, 6 passengers as 169 pounds on average, and that gives us a zero fuel weight of 11,294. Gross weight takeoff 16,652 pounds. Alright, cool. Now we're going to go to takeoff, and we're going to put in our winds. I do have a METAR file up for the Boulder City Airport, which right now it's 17 degrees Celsius. The altimeter is 3008. So 30.08 is our altimeter. And if this is on, we could probably just do the 3008 on our altimeter here. Beautiful. There is no slope on the runway. The conditions are dry. As you can see outside, we are planning for runway 27. The winds, we're going to put the average wind up here, which the average wind is, let me look it up in the, I got to go to the SimBrief flight plan. So the average wind is 280, 284 at 47. Oh wow. Okay. 284 at 47. 284 at 47. Yep, that's correct. Alright, so our information is in. Our flight plan is connected. And V1 106, rotate 107, V2 117, VT 140. So we're going to go ahead and send that guy to our PFD, primary flight display, which is going to show up here. So from this point, what else can we do? We can go to performance, our VNAV. We're going to keep this pretty standard. We're going to be climbing at 240 knots or 0.64 Mach 0.64. Obviously 250 above 10,000 feet. So once we hit 10,000 feet or over, I'll try to remember to climb at 250 knots. Transition altitude in the United States is always 18,000 feet. And I believe we are all set up here. Cruise, that's all good, 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 good. Yep, and it just brings us right back to that. Okay, so I believe that's everything we need to do. Now, come back up here. We're going to go ahead and we are going to, let's actually first see where we're at here. So yeah, we can just go straight out. Yeah. Alright, so since we got fuel, we're going to go ahead and turn our safety belt and our safety and seatbelt signs on. Turn this guy on. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. So we're going to go ahead and engine start our right engine. Which camera is it? As you can see, it's spooling here. Now, we're looking for 15% of N2, I believe, which N2 50% on the right engine is already there. We go ahead and introduce fuel in there. Go ahead and turn our climate control down a little bit. So we got one engine pretty much spooling. We'll go ahead and turn Avionics on now. And all these guys are on. Good. Go ahead and turn our pilot static heats come to on. We're going to turn PACX on as well in a few minutes, but since we're a small plane, it loads up pretty fast. So let's go ahead and set our altimeter, which is 3008 here, to this. It's 3008. So right engine is good and achieved, successful, all in the green, 53.4% idle. Beautiful. 3008 matches that altimeter there. Good. Now we're going to do our left engine is now spooling. Probably already there, 17%, 16, 17 on N2. We're going to go ahead and introduce the fuel. Let's get our yoke out for this, for our co-pilot here, our root of us. Alright, 2 good engines and achieved. Oil pressure, Celsius is good, oil PSI is good. Everything is in the green, beautiful. We're going to go ahead and sync our heading bug. Now, we're going to take our altitude just directly up. We're not on ATC, so we're just going to go direct to 19,000 feet to make it real easy for this little discovery flight. And we're going to do our climb speed at 240. Flight directors are automatically started. So 240 on, as you can see, our V speeds, VT, V2, VR. So rotate is 107. Now we're going to check our flight plan, just make sure we're fully connected here. So let's first turn on our traffic advisory system, and we are going to turn on our elapsed time, as well as PFD options. Actually don't need that. We need format. There we go. So let's see if the charts work. I'm having issues with the charts. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here. Double click that. Charts usually would show up once I click this button. I don't know with the new update. Working title, CJ4 is having an issue. They're trying to, I don't know. Maybe it's something I'm doing. So we're going to leave it off. And when we go, we're going to go to now is meme 1, meme 2. There we go. So take the range out. Cool. So we're connected. We can see other aircrafts in the area here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start our pack X here. Alright, KBVU, KGCN. The enter departure airport wasn't found. Okay, pack X, do you not have Boulder City Municipal Airport in your file database? Okay, I guess. Let's try LAS. Let's just say we're leaving Las Vegas. Please ensure your aircraft is on ground to stationary and departure. Okay. Well, we're going to close pack X then, and we're not even going to use it. Because apparently it's saying that it can't find our airport. Alright. No biggie. So our altitude is 190 and our flight level change is 240. We have 2 good full engines. Our flight plan is connected. Our altimeter is set. And we're going to now let the ground crew out there with our beacon light know that we're about to take off. I mean, not take off, taxi. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make sure that our flight control check is good. Alright, everything looks good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're taking off runway 27. So let's just make sure we know where that runway is. Beautiful. Runway 27 is right in front of us. So we're going to take off directly into that mountain right there. It's going to be a beautiful departure. Okay. What else do I need to do? I believe we've gone through most of our flows here. We're going to go ahead and turn on our taxi light. Our nav and strobe can come on. Actually, our strobe can stay off for right now. We don't blind the crew out there. We're going to go ahead and set our flaps position to 15. Flap set to 15, beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and release our parking brake as well. And we're pretty much ready to taxi to where we need to go. Runway 27. I don't want to hit this guy. I believe that's runway 27 right there. I love this gunmetal livery. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Strobe can come on, landing logo can come on. Clear left. Clear right. We're going to make a right turn as we depart out. Runway 27 checked and confirmed. Throttle's up to 50%. Engine stable and achieved. Max thrust power set. And of course there's a car on the runway here. Come on, Microsoft, you can fix that, please. We are currently at 90 knots. We're looking for 107, I believe, which we are already there. Let's go ahead and rotate. We're at a positive rate. We're going to bring the gear on up. And we're going to go flap 0. And we're going to do a right turn. Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to now go to climb power. I gotta let it click in. And we are in climb power, I believe. Yep. This is Las Vegas here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the autopilot. It's going to take us right to 240, which is beautiful. And we're going to sync our heading bug, and we're going to fly our heading right now. 7,000 feet and climbing. I believe this is Henderson, Nevada. Really pretty over here, real nice. That's where we took off from. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a pretty hard right turn. And go direct to the Hoover Dam, which I believe is about right here. Passing almost 10,000 feet, I'm just going to go ahead and take care of the landing and the logo. Don't need those on anymore. The Hoover Dam is over here, I believe. It is, yeah. Let's actually go discover that. Alright, we have passed 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and increase our speed to 250. There we go. As you can see, the airplane is pitching the nose down to compensate for that. The Hoover Dam is, yep, it's right there. So we're going to go ahead and make a right turn just so we can get a better look at that. And we're going to go ahead and hold the flight right here, meaning the altitude. We're going to do an altitude hold. I don't want to get too high. We're going to go ahead and pull this back into the cruise detent, and then we're going to move forward here, because I really want to get some views here. And let's turn our heading a little over to what are we at, 120? 130. Look at this airplane coming in, that's awesome. So as you can see down there, that is the Hoover Dam. Let me see if I can get a better view of this. There is the Hoover Dam. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're gaining speed a little bit here. Alright, so now let's make a hard left turn. And I'm going to go directly out this direction. And let's actually drop our altitude. I want to have some better visuals here. Let's go to 10,000. Let's start with 11,000 feet. We'll go ahead and VS that right on down at about 1,500. We'll dial our power back as this aircraft does not have an auto throttle. Keep at 47-ish% of power. Should come on down nicely. Getting up to the Grand Canyon over here, I don't know, it may be a little low on the... I think 11,000 actually will be okay. A little bit of turbulence. So there's a Hoover Dam there. Let's turn a little bit of tunes too. Alright, let's remove that. Alright, let's turn it down just a little bit there. Alright. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so where are we? Alright, so that's our 1,000-foot call out there from our airplane. And we're flying at 272, so that's pretty good. Let's increase the power maybe a little bit. Turn a little bit to the left here. So let's decrease range. So the Grand Canyon is running along this kind of like a zigzag over here off to the northeast. So our speed's dropping a little bit, so let's go ahead and increase that. Stunning. Let's check up on our speed. Yeah, we're getting a little fast. A little bit of bumps. A little cloud in the sky there. So as you can see, the Grand Canyon is right here. We're going to make a beautiful right turn here, right into that Grand Canyon. We're over speeding. You start to really let the scenery draw you in, and then before you know it, you're over speeding. Keeping at 68 is probably fine. Stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Just go ahead and make a right turn here. So it seems like 68.4% power is just the perfect spot to be in for our throttles. Oh man. Wow. I haven't really done this yet, you know. I really want to get into like the Cessna 152 or 172, throw on my Oculus Rift VR and just VR this. I've done it in X-Plane 11 and I had really good scenery for the Grand Canyon, Ultra HD scenery, and it was stunning. Just turn to the right here, follow this Grand Canyon. What was that? Oh, I got a cloud, beautiful. Oh, look at that, man. Are we over speeding again? Nope, we're good. Just take a look. See how the as the higher you get, it. See, so I guess Microsoft Flight Sim draws in the scenery as you get closer to the ground. Wow. Just turn that music up a little bit. Yeah, this would be epic in VR. Woo. A little bit of bumps. Take a look at that, guys. I've actually taken the in X-Plane 11. I've taken the Citation 50, I think it is. This, no, is it sorry, excuse me, the Cirrus 50, I believe. That Vision Jet, Cirrus Vision Jet 50. I believe that's the one. And I took that in VR and just manually flew it all around. In X-Plane 11, manually flew it all around this Grand Canyon, and man. What an experience that was. When it comes to the flight sim world, and when you fly VR, it's just, it's a whole nother ball game. Talk about putting you in the aircraft at a whole different level than a monitor. I will say, when I first started VR, I was like, I am never looking at a computer screen again when I fly, when I do flight sim. But your eyes get kind of tired of it, and you know, the headset on your face kind of wears you down a little bit. After like 30 minutes, you can really feel it pressing against your face, and it can get a little annoying. You know, and then you go back to desktop and desktop monitor, and you know, it's a lot easier. It's a lot more crisp looking, because obviously in VR it doesn't look like this. It'll get there. A little bit of a left turn here. Got a little bit of bumps going on. See where we're at. Where are we? Alright, so we're there. Wow, we're already almost done. We're already almost at the Grand Canyon Airport. Alright, so we're going to make a left here. Go check this out over here. Check this out, and then come around over like this. Make like this S direction. Ooh, a little bumpy. Aircraft up here. 6827, that's my number. Wow, this is really awesome. What I think Microsoft could do to make it a little better, in my opinion, is make this a little more red. This kind of looks a little too, well, it looks pretty accurate, but in X-Plane 11, the ultra high definition scenery that I had for this, which was stunning, by the way, it was a lot more red, and it just looked really good in my opinion. This looks great too, but maybe if they colored this, they colored their ortho here a little bit with a little more red, it looked nice. So awesome. Absolutely love Flight Simulator. Just a little bit more to the left there. See what our passengers are looking at. So this is key number 7. Not sure I'm really liking this one here. That looks kind of cool. I'm gonna roll with that for right now. And then if I go back to it, boom, there it is. Alright, so we just set that keypad there. Let's go to number 8. So awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around, make a right turn, then come on back here, and then set ourselves up for the ILS 03 into the Grand Canyon Airport. But actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to take the Grand Canyon routing all the way off to the right here. We'll fly over our airport, and then we will come around. So actually what we'll do is we will come around this way here. The Grand Canyon runs along like this, I believe. And then we'll come around here, and then we'll turn around and then come all the way up here into our ILS. So yeah, we'll do that. So we'll kind of do one of these like that. Sweet. Because the airport's way over here. See how we're doing on our speed. Speed looks good, 11,000. Alright, let's go ahead and turn ourselves to the right here. You know what? Let's go a little lower. Let's go down to 9,500. Let's do 9,700 for right now. Vertical speed that guy, drive him down to about 1,200 feet. We are going below 10,000. We're going to go ahead and turn our landing lights on and our logo just to make sure the other aircrafts in the area know that we are very low.
Altitude.
1,000 feet call out, check. And let's do a right turn as well. Right turn heading of 059er. And we're getting a little fast on our speed. Let's go ahead and draw that back. To even slow us down a little more, we can go ahead and pull some speed brakes out as well. There she is. Very nice. Alright. Should be enough. And there we go. So coming out to 9,700 feet. And absolutely beautiful. So we're going to come around this way to the right. So let's just double check our speed here. We're probably getting a little slow. Bring us back up to about 68% on our throttles, which looks good. And we will go ahead and look at some of these beautiful views here. A little bumpy. Little of a bumpier Grand Canyon exploration flight, no doubt. It could be getting a little fast. Let's see. No, we're still doing okay. Definitely a little bumpy today. I'm gonna go ahead and check the METAR. Check the METAR at the Grand Canyon Airport. So it's 10 degrees Celsius. It is, the altimeter is 3013. Actually, we should be entering that in right now. 3013. Alright, there we go. 3013 is checked on both sides. 3013 and 3013, good. So the winds are not too bad, 240 at 6. Got some ortho mess here. As you can see, the ortho's not that great here. So we're gonna come make a right-hand turn here. I would say heading 088 as indicated here. Looks pretty good. And let's take it down to 8,800 feet. Drop the speed to 48, excuse me, 40, 39, 40, that's good. As we get closer, we'll start to see the trees rendering in, trees drawing in. You can kind of see it already a little bit here. Wow. It's very bumpy around here. Wow. Alright, so we're going to bring our power back up and we're going to make a right turn. To 113 on our heading. Airport's like right here, somewhere over here. Some beautiful clouds in the sky there. Could be getting a little faster. No, we're good. Get some of these ridges though. I think this is the shadow from the clouds from the sun. That looks awesome. So cool. Alright, let's go ahead and turn to the right a little bit. So our airport is somewhere around here, I believe. Okay. This is the Grand Canyon, folks, in all its glory. This is the heart of it right here. Some steep ridges right here, I believe. So let's go ahead and make a right turn. Let's draw our... Whoops. There we go. Some discoloration. Probably it's the clouds from the ortho that Microsoft will eventually fix, I assume. Some of the ortho's kind of crap, shitty over here. See some steep ridges along this area here. I forget the name of it. What is it? Grand Canyon National Park, I believe. The Grand Canyon National Park, where you can go and go right up to the rim of the Grand Canyon. And you can walk along their pathways and stuff. It's right over here somewhere. Let's turn left. Maybe slow down a little bit. Man, look at this. Yep, look at this highway. There it is right there. I believe that's the Grand Canyon National Park. Oh man, that's so awesome. Wife and I went here a few years ago. About 4 years ago, something like that. I believe this was it. Airport's right here, I believe. Yep, there it is. So awesome. And there's our airport. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful. All the trees being drawn in right there. Whoop. There's the airport right over there. So beautiful. Alright. I guess we can land this thing. So, first thing we're going to need to do is increase our speed. We're going to raise up to about 10,500. As you can see, the airplane is already starting to climb. We're going to go ahead and push our thrust Let's take her up to, we'll climb at about 1600, and we can go ahead and set climb power. Alright, we're already 1,000 feet away. And let's go ahead and flight control that guy to, let's slow it down a little bit. 250 is fine. That's why the airplane is now pitching up, trying to compensate for the speed. And we can go ahead and make our right turn now to 212. All these trees look so gorgeous. Absolutely love this plane, you know. It's just definitely one of the top three. This and the fly-by-wire Airbus A320neo. Alright, landing lights are on. Everything is on. Seatbelt signs are on. We're going to go ahead and turn our climate control maybe up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and watch our speed, so we'll go ahead and draw back the power. We are at cruise of 10,500 feet, and we're going to go ahead and we need to be at 9,000 feet when we hit Charms. So what we'll go ahead and do is we will just drop down to 10,000. We'll go to flight change, vertical speed that, come on down. Then we're going to enter our baro pressure. We are on the ILS 03, right? Yep, ILS 03. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to click on this guy. The runway runs this way. Grand Canyon. Come on, that's the VOR. I need the airport itself. Nope, that's not it. Nope, keeps giving me the VOR. That. Thank you. Grand Canyon National ILS 03. So we need just some basic information here. 108.9 is our tuner. 108.9er. Get our ILS frequency in. 108.9er. Let's just do it on both sides. Nav 1, Nav 2, 108.9. Let's double check that. 108.9 is cross-checked. The decision height is going to be 240. So we're going to come up here. And we're going to go to PFD menu, and we're going to scroll on down to config. And we're going to go to terrain off. Nope, that's not actually what we want. Let's go to escape, and let's go to which one is it? Overlays, nope. Reference, probably reference. Yep. Go to reference, come on down to our baro. Click on that guy. And 240 was it? Yeah, 240. So our minimum decision height altitude is going to be 240. We'll enter that in, so now that's populated there. We're coming around nicely over here. We're going to get rid of the flight plan, so how we can go ahead and do that is we're going to come over to our legs page, and we're going to go just direct to Charms. Actually, is it Charms that we need? Yeah, because it's 9,000. Okay, so we'll go ahead and execute that, but we're not going to fly there. We're still going to fly our heading, right? Yeah, as you can see, our diamond has already come in, and that's our RLS localizer to bring us in to the airport. So now what we do is we come down to 9,000 because we want to be established on the localizer at Charms at 9,000. So we'll go ahead and vertical speed that down to, I'd say, 700. Right now we can get rid of that. Right now we are 11.3 nautical miles from Charm, so we're just going to keep going, and then we're going to vector ourselves in. So what we could do now is we can go to performance here, and we can go to our approach phase and dial in some information for our landing, which the system will need. Our altimeter is 3013. Let's make sure that's in 3013. Let's actually go ahead and repopulate this METAR file, and it is still 3013, so we're going to plug that in there. The airport is 6,348 feet. The average wind at this airport is going to be 240 at 7, 240 at 7 knots, and the temperature there is 10 degrees. So we'll put it 10.6. We'll put it at an even 11%, and it's dry conditions. We will go back. We will send this to our PFD, and our approach speed is 120, so we need to be at 120 to about 130. I like to calculate 5 additional knots, so I would say 124 to 130 is going to be landing speed for us. Okay, so our briefing has been set. Our lights are on. We're pretty much just about configured to land. All we need to do now is we're just going to vector ourselves in. So let's go and take a look at where we are here. Get a visual. I believe the airport's right about there. So let's go ahead and make a hard right. Put us right on Charms there. 240 on our speed is good. Let's dial ourselves in. Alright, to make this easier for us, what we're now going to go ahead and do is we're going to get ourselves right on that guy, right? And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to come down here. We're going to go direct to Charms. 230 on our speed is good. We're going to go direct to Charms, and we're going to execute that. Now we're going to navigation that guy, and that's going to take us right into where we need to be. We currently are at 9,000 feet and holding, which is beautiful. Let's go ahead and drop to 8,500 just to be safe. VS that. Come on down a little bit. It's interesting how the airport, you can never really see it out here, but then it just like pops up, you know? .109, 108.9er. We did see the diamond. 108.9er. So there we are. We're coming right into this glide slope, which is what we want to see. There's our diamond right there. Beautiful. All right. So once we see this diamond move down to get into our path into the landing, which is establishing ourselves on the localizer ILS-03, we can start dialing the speed back. And as you can see, once you hit 200 knots, you can hit flaps 15, which are flap indicators right here. As you can see, the aircraft is turning itself to the right now, and it's going to line ourselves up on the runway. Alright, go ahead and slow down. Localizer established. There's the airport right there. See how it kind of just creeps out at you a little bit? Alright. Flaps 15 is set. And I'm going to go ahead and put that landing gear down. A little bit of a crosswind, a little bit bumpy. Speed check. All right, flaps 35. All right, flaps 35. Take a look at our speed. All right, getting a little slow. We are pretty nicely in the glide slope here. Remember, approach speed is about 125, so we're pretty much in that target. Don't want to get down to this speed, that'd be dangerous. Definitely a little bit rocky here. If we have too much of a crosswind when we touch down, which is very common for this airport, we might have to do a go around. Oh yeah, it's bumpy. It's absolutely beautiful though. Alright, let's focus on landing this airplane. My controls,
Autopilot.
my airplane.
500.
I am now manually flying the aircraft. Says I'm a little high, might be. We can make those corrections. And we're going to go ahead and cut the power back. Oh man, that was a greaser. And we're going to go ahead and bring those flaps out. Whoa, 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 come on. No, 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 don't do that, don't do that. There we go. All right. Landing lights come off. Taxi light on. And we did a full stop. Whoop. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grand Canyon International Airport. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I sure did. That was a fun one. All right, let's go ahead and retract our flaps. Alright, logo can come off, taxi can come off, stroke can come off, nav can even come off, climate control can come off, flight directors can come off. Maybe park right next to that guy right there. Actually, you know what? Let's go check the airport out. I haven't really gotten a nice look at this scenery yet. Go ahead and kill that to the FMS. Probably turn our lights off as well. Interior lights can come off. God, I love this airplane. Flaps retracted. And we can go ahead and... Nah, we can leave that manual. It's fine for right now. What else do we need to do? That's about it. Da-na-na. I'm gonna say that was a pretty greasy landing, folks. Let's speed up a little bit here. Oh yeah, love this scenery. I'm gonna park right in front. Let our passengers get off right in front so they can get to their vehicles right here. I'm gonna come on around right next to this TBM 930, I believe it is. And that's runway 21. Grand Canyon Airlines. What, helicopter tours, I assume? I'm gonna park right up here, super close. All right, parking brake is set. Look, we are right at the front door here. All right, let's go ahead and kill engine right. Left engine. Park brake is set. Flaps retracted. Speed brakes is up. And we can go ahead and shut the aircraft down. Kill massive caution. And we can go ahead and shut down our emergency lights. This can go to test, and this can go to dispatch as well as our battery power. There we go. Beautiful. That was a good one, guys. Really like that one. I'm going to remember that one for a little while. Grand Canyon. Really love that landing. That was greasy. So, if I have time, I'm actually going to do another flight. Not now, but in the next stream. Possibly today. If not, definitely tomorrow. Might get on the VATSIM network. It's been a minute. And we're going to fly from this airport down to Sedona, which will be a very challenging landing. That sounds like fun. And then we're going to head from Sedona in the same stream. And we're going to go to Phoenix, Arizona. KPHX. Yeah, KPHX. So that should be a good one. Looking forward to that one. So I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. That was really, really fun. Got some great views of Microsoft Flight Simulator's Grand Canyon exploration flight. Definitely want to do that one in VR, but can't really stream in VR, so that'll be on my non-streaming time. So thanks for flying with me today, guys. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the future. And once again, thanks so much for joining me and checking out this stream today. And I hope to see you guys in a future stream or the next stream, which will be from here to Sedona, Sedona to Phoenix in the same aircraft and in the same livery. Alright guys, take care. See you next time.